Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is April the 15th, 2018. Strong hand, be in motion. All right, I'm in motion. I'm in St. Louis. We're going to talk about that in a second. I want everybody to check out the link section below. You can get a discount on a Trezor, Ledger Nano, all that stuff. We're going to talk about those things in a second. Also, check out the archives. Watch yesterday's Beyond Bitcoin show that I did from another place in St. Louis. Get a lot of health tips on there. And also check out Friday's This Week in Bitcoin. We had a guest from India, from Canada, and from England. It was a great time. So check those two shows off. And of course, remember, follow me at TechBalt on Twitter. And I want to thank Randy for providing this awesome video space. You know, he lit the fire. He's got the statues going, and he was talking to me about Tone and Jimmy and how he enjoys their cowboy hats. He's like, yeah, I got a cowboy hat too. You know, if you're going to be at my place, you got to wear the cowboy hat, Adam. You got to put the hat on, show the world that cryptocurrency's gone cowboy here. And, you know, maybe I'll go fly fishing with this thing too. Who knows? Anyway, this is Adam with the hat on. I know some of you like accessories. And I'm going to be leaving St. Louis very soon. We're going to the airport, and I'll be in Los Angeles soon. And remember, if you're in Los Angeles on the 17th, check me out in Century City. That's linked to below. So I'm in motion. Ghetto Nerd, he is also in motion. He is setting up a new cryptocurrency e-commerce site at elitemercs.com, linked to below. And he has a new ad that's out there. And since Ghetto Nerd, you've heard about him coming from Detroit before with his cryptocurrency style. I just wanted to give him some promo. You guys can email me at adam@trezorhelp.com if you're in motion and you're doing cryptocurrency stuff. Again, check it out below. Ghetto Nerd, EliteMerx.com. All right, and also linked to below. I was on Crush the Street the other day, and it's linked to below. Check that out. And now I want to read you this awesome tweet. It is from Jeff Garzik, actually. If it's someone else's coin, it's a pump. If it's your coin, it's driven by fundamentals. And think about that, people. You know, we've got all these altcoin pumpers out there talking about the fundamental greatness of their coin. Everything else is a pump. You know, take it in stride. Take it in stride. Everybody's going to be biased toward their coin. I think that's what that tweet is all about. But that is linked to below. Also, if you like this cowboy hat, pound that like button. And even if you don't like, I was going to take this thing off as my hair is looking really nice today. Let's see. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin Meister here. Everybody like the spike is back. I didn't want to sweat up this very nice, very lovely cowboy hat. All right, so let's get back on track here. And my friend here, so I've been in St. Louis. I was hanging out with some college friends that I attended Washington University with. And one of my friends, I was telling about the 20%, how I think, the 20% can strive for greatness, and they're the ones willing to take initiative and think outside of the box, and they don't want to fit in. And he's like, Adam, I'm not going to tell you what field he's in, but he deals with people a lot. He takes a lot of surveys. He's like, I think it's only 1% of the population that's willing to go against the crowd. He's like, most people are just too lazy. They don't want to speak up. They're happy with their big screen TVs. And he's like, it's going to take a while for people to get into Bitcoin, Adam. And I said, I think 20%. I think 20%. I'm an optimist. I think 20% of the population have the potential to go against the crowd and not be followers. But he was stuck on this 1% thing. He's like, the 1% of the people are the free thinkers out there. So prove me wrong, people. Prove me right. Prove him wrong. 20%ers, wake up, get on this Bitcoin train, spread the word, and wake up everyone. And just don't be a follower. Don't be a person who's just satisfied with, yeah, my big screen TV. I'm happy with my stocks and my bonds. Yeah, I'm living the life. Go NFL team. All right, so here is oh yes, this is different. Well, first of all, self-discipline equals freedom. I wanted to add that. But we have a special link here. Where did it go? It was about space and Bitcoin. A very special link about space. Okay, we'll get to that in a second here. I've lost my I lost track right here. Oh, Tim Draper. Tim Draper's got this tweet out there talking about how he's predicting $250,000 Bitcoin for the year 2022. Now, I don't usually mention huge numbers like that. The reason I'm mentioning this, one, at least he gave a long-term goal this after the 2020 halving. So it does encourage people to be long-term thinkers. But on one end, it's a very high number. Now, maybe it could be there. So I'm bringing it up so you guys don't get caught up in guru worship. Remember, don't just because someone says something good doesn't mean it's definitely going to be happen. Just like if he says something bad, you shouldn't take it super seriously either. We can't put these people on pedestals. We cannot become guru dependent. But I mention it because at least it was long-term. At least it encourages people to hold until after the 2020 halving, which is an important thing. So, okay, now my next thing. Can a single cryptocurrency be used across the entire universe? Now, this article is, I think, over a year old, and it talks about the hypothetical problems concerning the theory of relativity on cryptographic currency implementations. Now, that sounds pretty complicated there. I have never seen anything like this before. It's actually talking about if cryptocurrency can work between galaxies over tremendous space, over tremendous distances in space. And even throughout the solar, if we had colonies out in the Kuiper belt or in the Orb cloud or whatever, or Pluto, could this work? Maybe even out to Jupiter. And this is a really creative subject. It's definitely outside the box. I'm bringing it up because I think a story like this can gain attention to Bitcoin. And you can understand it. It's not that complicated if you read, at least if you read the summary afterwards. I read the whole thing. You can grasp it. Also, I bring this up because I've told all of you to not just go to smart Bitcoin channels, but just go to smart channels where you can expand your mind. I talked about the Isaac Author solar system channel or a space channel. And this is where I found out about this concept about will cryptocurrency. He was talking about how there's this paper that someone wrote about cryptocurrency being sent throughout the universe. So check that out below. Spread the word because it's a good way to get people interested in Bitcoin. Get some smart people interested in Bitcoin who are space fans. Okay, we've got a great tweet from Michael Krieger at Liberty Blitzkrieg. First of all, Michael Krieger will be speaking at the event I'll be speaking at in Denver on April 25th. Link to below. Get your tickets below. Just like, and you should get your tickets for the Los Angeles event, which will be on Tuesday. All right, and he says, buying Bitcoin is a far better protest against the lunatic establishment than voting. Hear on this, man. Your vote, in the end of the day, which sociopath you're going to vote for, and is your vote even going to count? And you're just legitimizing all of the behavior of the current system, which democracy, the type of democracy that we're in, what it's devolved into is mob rule with a suit on. But if you buy Bitcoin, you're saying to the world, hey, I'm not part of this system. I'm getting out of this system. I don't approve of this system. At the same time, you're improving your future prospects by voting. Not really doing anything for yourself. You're hoping and praying some sociopath is going to be able to alter government, which is just force. You're dealing with force with voting. So with Bitcoin, it's definitely outside the system, and it's definitely a better protest against the current way, wherever country you're in. I'm not just talking about if you're in Maryland, Missouri, United States, whatever. I'm not picking on any parties or anything like that. All right. So there was people were talking about how with the Ledger Nano, there was a Bcash issue. You couldn't see your Bcash. I don't have a link to that actually, because it is a story from a few days ago. Again, this is why I'm a big fan of the Trezor, because the Trezor doesn't have freak things like this that happen. And if something sort of like that happens, they address it right away with a blog post. Again, Ledger Nano, great product. It is. I am a fan of the Trezor. That is my number one thing out there in storage device. And Trezor, actually, I linked to a new link below. They gave a few tips to store your recovery seed and backup security tips. So that is always good to read what the guys over at the Trezor blog have to say. And of course, you have to be as careful as possible with your Bitcoin. People don't store it at an exchange, and just learn the ins and outs of the Trezor. And if you're not going to get a Trezor, then get a Ledger Nano. Get something. Get a real hardware storage device. So again, pound that like button. I'll see you out on the West Coast soon. Thanks again, Randy. And I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. And since I'm out of here, I'm not going to be able to say hi to you guys in the chat. But thanks for chatting over there, guys. Bye-bye.